Beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I'm not much good of a singer, but who cares, right? Wow, I haven't recorded anything live. That's because I've been in the lab and I've been getting prepared for a few things. And yeah, I've taken inventory of the world around me. And I've determined that the economy is headed toward a brick wall. See the pretty little brick wall here in the background. And the issue that we are having right now is that we have a long range type of scenario happening where you have predictions that were made back in 2016, back in 2019, and it went a little something like this. We believed at the time that Biden was going to step down to allow Kamala Harris to become the president. Now, I was expecting that it was going to happen sooner rather than later. I was expecting it to happen like either within the first 180 days of office or sometime thereafter shortly. But that's not what happened. What happened is it's happening now when we see that he has stepped down. I did say from the very beginning, all right, after they stole the election from Trump, I said, I know that they're only doing this because they want to set up Kamala to be president. And sure enough, all these months and few years later, the president is stepping down and now Kamala is running for president. Now, they had a very sophisticated plot during the last election where they made it so that they rigged it so that, the Democratic president-elect would win the election, and that's exactly what happened. And you notice that when people were outcrying about it, what did they say? They said, oh, those are just conspiracy theories and, don't listen. Now, fast forward to today, a sitting president is almost assassinated. And what are they saying? The Biden camp is saying, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. He was not really shot. It was crisis actors, blah, 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 blood pack. But notice how we have a situation of convenience. When it's one party saying the other party is conspiring or has conspired, then the other one's, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. And we don't do things like that. But then when it suits them, the other side will say, hey, that's a conspiracy theory on the other side. So it's really quite crazy the way things happen. But let me let you know, I am not a Trump supporter or a Biden supporter. I support neither the left nor the right because at the end of the day, they're both front and center, meaning that they're all the same party. There is no two-party system. It is a one-party system. It is the party of the shadowy forces that we call the shadow government. They control everything, all right? And I do mean everything. And whatever they want to happen happens. It doesn't matter who gets into office. They have no power. They're just a spokesperson, a hired face for the public. And they do the bidding of those that elect them. They put them and selected them to be into office. That's why if you look at the policies over the last 20 years, you'll notice a similar pattern. You'll see that the new president that replaces the sitting president pushes the same agenda and passes the same laws and or continues to reenact laws that come up for approval. So like when with Obama's Obamacare, what happened? They kept it going and as long as they could, right? That's what they do. You push the agenda of the next president. So everything Obama did, what is the first thing he did? Well, he pushed the agenda that Bush left. That's right. Remember when he reinstated the NDAA? Yeah, Obama did that. He reinstated it. Okay, so everything that happened during the financial crisis, Obama continued. Were those really Obama's policies? No. If you listen to all the rhetoric that came out of Obama's mouth when he was running for office back in 2008, he was saying the total opposite of what he actually did in office. What he did in office was a complete 360. So I need you to understand that. Now let's talk about these markets. Enough of politics. Let's talk about these markets. The price action has really left a lot of people scratching their heads, not understanding what's going on. So let me break it down for you. Here's what I believe. We'll back this up with the algo charts in our next video. I believe that you are seeing a pullback / small correction in the stock market. It is going to be short-lived. It is, at the end of the day, nothing more than a bear trap. This market is going to go rip-roaring once we get closer to the election. And I mean rip-roaring. All right, you're going to see gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dow, NASDAQ, S&P 500, and the Russell all boogie up the road. We have not seen the highs in the markets yet. This is just bread and circus. Because remember, a Trump presidency is bullish for the stock market. All right, a Biden market is bearish because of what they've been trying to push. All right, raising taxes on corporations and making it even harder for the mom and pop to eat. Whereas Trump wants to do the opposite. So remember that. Remember, for those of you that have short memories and probably don't understand what I'm saying, let me just put you back into time, into the year 2016, the night of the presidential election. When it looked as if Trump was going to lose the election, what happened? The mainstream media came out and gave a false report. Remember the deliberate false report. They called the election against Trump, and that was false. All of the tallies had not been in yet, but they called it wrong on purpose. Something else was called wrong that night. The so-called bookies and bookkeepers, those that, run the races and the betting, especially in Europe, what did they say? They said it was a 100% guarantee that Brexit was going to be passed that night. Remember that? They were wrong. Okay, they were dead wrong. They were wrong about Brexit, and they were wrong about the Trump victory. Brexit did not happen, but the Trump victory did happen. All right. Now, do you remember what the markets did during this time? When they lied and called the election against Trump, the Dow futures dropped 1,200 points. Do you recall that? The British pound fell more than 2,000 pips. Okay? Instantly. And then when the truth came out that Trump was going to win and had won the election, the Dow rallied and erased the 1,200 point loss and went positive. And the rest is history. So I see a repeat of history. Some people believe that history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. I believe that history repeats and rhymes at the same time. Therefore, we're going to see a nice little pullback now. And then just like 2012, instead of the market dropping and collapsing, it is going to boogie up the road. I believe that July 31st will be the end of the rout of the stock market, and that it will start to reverse as we get into August. It will start to rally. That is what I believe. And I'm sure the algo charts will back me up when I produce that. Now, I have been updating the software. And so I'm still in the lab getting everything situated. You're going to see new charts, new algo charts, and pretty much new everything. All right, we're going to be going over a lot because there's a lot to talk about as far as these markets. We need to look at a lot of things, a lot of markets. So I'm in the process of doing that, and I will be going live again and posting content again. I have not left social media or left YouTube. But I will say this, though. The amount of research that I do, the amount of content that I put out on a daily basis, trying to help as many people as I can. That takes a lot of time and a lot of research. And in a lot of ways, it kind of hurts me. So if you really benefit from this content and you really like the evening sessions when we go over the markets for the upcoming day and we give you the pinpoint analysis to make sure that you prosper, then I'm going to need your help, because I cannot continue to do this and serve my people at Pulse Wave Trading. Pulse Wave Trading subscribers are our main focus. We take care of them. We put out reports for them every night. But for the social media people who are not paying customers or members, this is pretty much free for you. But I cannot continue to do that. If you want me to continue to give you the what time it is happen, I'm going to need you to support the channel. So in my next video that I do, I will have my Cash App up. And if you feel so led to do so, go ahead and donate to the effort. We are trying to raise money right now. We have some projects that are coming up. So anyone that feels led to do so can do so. All right. So just giving you a heads up on that. If you really benefit from this content and you find it helpful to you and your family, then I do need you to support it. Because if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense, right? So if I'm going to do this, I need your support. All right. So that's pretty much it, man. I've been in the lab. Frank and I have been working on so many things. You have no idea what we have coming up. And like I said, things are about to get really interesting in the world, and it's not going to make a lot of sense to you guys. And you're going to really need these algo charts to explain it, because when you see the difference between what's being said and what's going on behind the scenes, you're going to scratch your head and be like, that doesn't make any sense. And you're going to be right. It won't make sense, but you're going to have to still trade what you see and not what you think. All right. So be prepared, because it's going to be crazy and there's going to be amazing profit potentials, but you're going to have to be quick and nimble. You're going to have to be long one moment and then short the next. And you're going to have to be ready to do it. When I put out these signals and tell you in these live streams, you're going to have to be ready to act. And I'm not going to be able to repeat myself and all that. So I will give you chances. If you want to look at a particular stock or whatever, I can pull that up for you, and we can look at it in the evenings when we do the evening sessions. We already do that for our Pulse Wave members, but for the general public on social media, I'm bringing an extra service for you so you can get an idea and a taste of what we do and how we do it. And I think it'll be a help to a lot of people. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. I just wanted to give you an update, let you know what was going on, and that I haven't fallen off the flat earth. All right. I haven't gone over the edge. I'm still here. I've just been working in the backgrounds to bring you some new content. All right. So with that being said, continue to trade these markets, do what you got to do. If you are a pulse waver, you're already happy, so I'm not even addressing you. I know you're loving these reports, being on the right side of the market, waking up this morning and seeing that the shorts and the stock indices are saying good morning to you in a very nice way. Don't be afraid to take profits. You'll never go broke taking profits. You hold these positions when it's trending, but on these short type of trade. You got to be ready to take profits when you see it. Okay. So with that being said, folks, I will see you in the next one. Gotta run, gotta get back to the lab. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're not a subscriber to the post-wave reports, to the attack reports, then you're going to want to go ahead and get that, because you're going to need it. All right. We're not going to be able to give you signals on anything on the reports. The nighttime videos that I do, I will give it for a certain securities only. All right. So just keep that in mind going forward. All right. With that being said, I'm out. Remember, the system works if you work the system. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And on that note, I'm out. Peace.